Do you use Claude or any LLM? Because most people think that they're really using an AI, but in reality, they're just visiting it. And the reason is very simple. There are multiple phases of using an LLM, and most people do not even realize that they are stuck in the early ones. Let me break this down. Phase one is what I call the assistant phase. And this is also the beginner's space where people ask the AI to rewrite an email, summarize a particular article, or fix the grammar. They're basically using it like a better Google or even a smarter intern. There is nothing wrong about it, but this is where they stay, right? And they use the AI for smaller tasks and not for thinking. Then comes the phase two, the prompt hacker phase. Now the user starts getting more serious and they learn about role based prompts. They write, let's say, longer instructions. They experiment with formatting tricks. They believe that if they just have the perfect prompt, they will unlock better intelligence. And yes, better prompts do improve output, but it is still a reactive process because they are still focused on responses and not the systems. Phase three is where things shift, and I call this the collaborator phase. Now you stop giving one off commands and you upload documents. You ask for follow up questions. You refine ideas. You even brainstorm together, right? So you stop treating it like a tool and start treating it like a thinking partner. And this is where leverage actually begins. Because now you're expanding cognition and not just outsourcing tasks. Then comes the phase four, the system builder phase, right? This is where very few people operate. And now it is not about one conversation, it is about repeatability because you are using flow workflows, you have a lot of saved instructions, you have templates, you have structured outputs. So it becomes part of how you operate daily and not something that you occasionally visit. And finally, phase five, the architecture phase. This is the rare one, and this is where people actually stop asking what can an AI write for me, and start asking how does this change the way I work? How does this reduce meetings? Let's say how does this change decision making for me? How does this redesign my process? So at this stage, AI is no longer a tool; it is an infrastructure, and that is when it becomes a multiplier, not a novelty anymore. So most people believe they are using LLMs, but very few actually understand them. And the difference is not intelligence.